In this lecture, let's see how to use UAA selector class with the description values to identify elements. So just like a text attribute which we have seen in previous lecture, there are different methods using which you can identify an element with its content desk value. So previously we have seen text attribute values, right? So in this lecture, how to identify an element with its content desk value. So let's see all the methods first and then automate one scenario with these methods. Okay. First one is description. Okay. This method identifies an element with its exact content desk value. So same as text attribute. So description method. Description. So inside this description we need to pass the exact content desk value. So let's see what is the content desk value for this app name. So content desk value is app, right? So text attribute value and content desk values are same. So you can use this app to identify the element. Okay. So same as text method in previous example, we can pass content desk value. So here, okay, second method is description contains. So similar to text contains method, so we can use description contains method. So here you need to pass some partial content desk value. Description contains. So here you can pass some partial content desk value that can be anywhere in the content desk value. Okay. Third method is description starts with. So same as text starts with method. So you can use this description starts with method. Okay. So this method is also used to identify an element with the partial starting content desk value. So here you need to pass some starting content desk value. Okay. So now fourth method is description matches. Same as text matches. So description matches. Okay, this method also identifies an element using its matched content desk value after evaluating this regular expression. Okay, so in this case it will search for content desk value that ends with logs. Okay, so before logs the value can be anything. So these are the different methods using which you can identify an element with content desk values. Okay, now let's see one scenario using these methods. In previous example we have seen alert dialogues, right? So this is the example which we have seen in previous example. Now let's see the same example with the description content desk values. Okay, so now here you need to place a description method. So similarly description contains. So description matches. So you can see that you can verify whether the description value is same as text attribute value. So let's see now. So go to alert dialogues and you can check the content desk value for alert dialogues. So here alert content desk value is same as text attribute value. So you can use previous one. Now let's check for first button. So OK cancel dialog with a message. So now you can check the content desk value for first button. See, text attribute value is in uppercase, content desk value is different, right? So with lowercase. So here in this case you need to update the content disk value with lowercase a message. Okay, so now alert message. So after clicking this button you will get some alert, right? So identify the content disk value for this alert. So here there is no content disk value for this alert, so you can use a previous one, text attribute value. So now leave this statement as it is. So this is the locator for OK button. So now it will click on app name and then alert dialogs and then first button and then get the alert message and print it on console and finally click on OK button. Now let's execute the script. So before that we need to start the Appium server, right? Now close the app. Now Appium server is started. Now let's run the script. Run as or test-ng test. You can see the execution. And you can see the logs from command prompt as well. App is open. Now you can see the actions. Yes, execution is completed successfully without getting any error. So test case is successfully passed. Now alert message is printed onto the console. So this is how you can use UI selector class with content disk values in find element by Android UI Automator to identify elements. Okay, so in next lecture let's see how to use UI selector class with resource ID values to identify elements. Okay, thank you.